Hi, it's February 24th, 2024, and I'm an American, um, but I am more of a advocate for global peace and prosperity um, than anything else. So, you know, uh, as you can see from the title, this video is about the American relationship with Russia. And the first thing I want to say about this relationship is that I want to thank the the steady hands on both sides um, for abstaining from nuclear warfare through the present moment. That's a big deal to me. Uh, that to me shows some kind of belief or some kind of compassion that seems to have carried us um, through to today. So, this relationship has changed since the transition from the Soviet Union to the current Russia. And while it used to be seen as a capitalist versus communist competition, it now, I think, is fair to say that there are contingents within both nations that would identify more with capitalism and more with communism. That there's not a clear divide as far as the populations are concerned, and that different individuals within the nations have personal beliefs and personal ideas about the best ways to get things done. I'm advocating for the United States and its territories to take certain actions that will uh, reduce the maybe net worth of some parties outside of the United States, including Russia, as far as the government, and including probably individuals within Russia, some of them, and many other parties throughout the world, because this country I live in, we've been doing things wrong. Um, our government has regulated and taxed this economy to death, and it has little at the present time to offer the world in real value, for lack of a better word. Um, we're human beings, if that gives us any value. Um, we do have resources. We do have people who are trained in a variety of skills. We do have some things that have value, but we don't have the capability of producing what we would need to be able to produce and to export a lot of stuff at the current time. Our government needs to step out of the way and allow markets to operate so that we can grow an economy and start contributing to this global economy in a more meaningful way than providing debt that ultimately is going to need to be declared officially worthless by our government. We're going to need to go back to gold for money. And, I'm proposing that the government set no restrictions on what may be used as money. Well, I guess I gotta get into the whole shebang of what I am proposing, which is basically a charitably funded security force in lieu of our government that would prevent slavery, trespassing, and inappropriate relationships with a minor below an age of consent that will be determined by donors to this security force. There's a couple other things I proposed in my book, minor things. We can talk about those. I don't agree with everything I wrote in my original book. My book is called Human Discourse. Ultimately, it's going to take a discourse between a lot of people with a lot of viewpoints and a lot of information to come to good solutions. But I'm not trying to tell anyone else in the world how they need to act, other than, our forces need to be withdrawn. Our military needs to be replaced by a force that can actually be funded once the government becomes unable to fund the one that currently exists. I don't want to have problems with people. I have limited experience with Russians. I occasionally go to a barber who's Russian. They seem cool. I have run into some other guys who seemed real fucking tough, man. Like nothing you really see in America, man. And I don't know what created that kind of toughness, but I respect these kind of guys, man. And I'm not wanting to create problems for people. I want to coexist in this world and do so peacefully. This whole Ukraine bit, I mean, I feel like you just gotta work it out, man. And when I say you, it's whichever party's got a stake in this deal. You gotta sit down, figure out what the border gonna be, what the terms gonna be, and yeah, dude, I'm sure the U.S. government's gotta back off. Once we get that whole transition going, and look, I'm not talking about breaking any laws out here. We got a legal system. All this needs to go through the proper channels. The Constitution needs to be amended in the right ways to get the things that need to be done. So that's what my book was about. I'm now working on another book. It's kind of a futuristic deal, but I guess that's all, So God bless you guys and have a good one.